Thousands of travelers are making their way back home and work after the Easter long weekend. Our reporter Nonhlanhla Jele is monitoring traffic for us at the Lebombo Border Post. Nonhlanhla, a very good afternoon to you. Just give us a sense of how traffic volumes are looking like. I mean, earlier, of course, we've been telling our viewers that the Minister, Barbara Creasy, was talking about a number of people who also have been arrested, or a number of motorists rather, arrested during the long weekend for various transgressions.
Of course, good afternoon to you, Unati, and to the viewers at home. We are currently at the Machado Plaza on the N4 in Mpumalanga, and as you have correctly captured it, various people, a lot of people have started making their way back home, of course, out from the Lowveld into the Highveld and different parts of the province and the country, of course, after the long weekend. And just at this particular roadblock that we had here earlier on from the morning, 523 cars were stopped, Unati, and we know that 35 tickets were actually given to drivers, of course, for various reasons, including tires that are worn out, windscreens that are cracked, not wearing seatbelts. We do know that some were also given tickets for crossing barrier lines. But just to give us a provincial picture of how we did is the MEC of Public Works, Roads and Transport, MEC Thulasizwe Thomo. MEC, thank you so much for your time and your patience, of course, this afternoon at the SABC. If you can just give us a provincial picture, especially in terms of public transport. We do know that a lot of people are using buses and taxis to go into the province and out. How have we done as a province since the start of the long weekend?
Well, no thanks. I think we have done fairly well as the province, especially as it relates to public transport. We had less fatalities, especially as it comes to public transport. But I must indicate that we have registered a number of, or 18 fatalities in total, relatively or comparatively as per the previous years, which is something that is concerning. So it's something that we need to work upon and probably reflect as a department and also as a provincial government. We have launched this joint operation together with Community Safety and Liaising, which has been a joint operation that has been successful for now. So we have tried to work as exceptionally as possible as the department.
How many people have been arrested? How many taxis have been impounded so far?
So far we have impounded close to 985 vehicles on public transport. I cannot be able to tell in terms of stats of people that have been arrested. We are going to call a press briefing probably next week to give a comprehensive statistics in line with what we have done, the work that we have done. But what we have seen just now, we have just impounded a car which is overloaded with 25 people in a 15 taxi seater, so which is something that is concerning. But we are going to give you a broader picture sometime next week when we give a comprehensive picture of what has transpired.
Thank you so much, MEC Unati. As you have heard, MEC of Public Works, Roads and Transport, MEC Thomo, just giving us a provincial picture of how the province has done since the start of the Easter holidays. We do know that over 111 people have been arrested on the roads. Of course, 108 of those, Unati, were for drunken driving, and the others, of course, for other offences on the road. But as you have heard him mention, this taxi that is behind me was stopped only to find that it was overloaded. 24 people in a 15-seater taxi. We're not quite sure what's going to happen to the driver and to the passengers, but he just mentioned to us that this taxi has been impounded because, of course, for overloading. Unati?
Nonhlanhla, thank you so much for that. Of course, quite concerning that 104 of those were arrested for drunk driving. But thank you so much, Nonhlanhla, for that update. Let's continue then to give you that this story. Over 15 people have died on roads of the Eastern Cape during the Easter period. The Provincial Transport Department says this is a decrease compared to the previous year. Now, last year, the province recorded a total of 25 fatalities. Drunk driving is also a major concern, as over 250 motorists were arrested for driving under the influence of alcohol. Now, the authorities have applauded the motorists who obeyed the rules of the road over the Easter period. They attribute this to their visibility on major routes across the province. However, there are concerns of hit-and-run incidents that were recorded. A call has been made for those transgressors to be reported to law enforcement agencies.